What do they stand for? Something that you know about the civil rights movement.
We talked about Rosa Parks.
Yes, perfect. Good. Anything else? Kendra?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Yes, perfect. Perfect. Anything else? Rachel?
Equality regardless of skin color.
Yes, yes. All are really good ideas. So our learning objective for today is students will be able to identify at least 3 character traits of Ruby Bridges, who we'll be talking about today, and support each trait with one piece of evidence from the text. So who is Ruby Bridges? So Ruby Bridges was an American civil rights activist. She was a little 6-year-old girl who went to an all-white school and in 1960. And she was the first African-American child to desegregate an all-white school. So her mother wanted her to receive a good education, which is why she went there. And fun fact, she was actually escorted by 4 federal marshals every single time she went to school. So we are just going to watch a quick video. Actually, I want to point out this image right down here. So this is an image, a painting by Norman Rockwell. And this is Ruby right here. And as you can see, there's like a tomato right here and stuff, because there were people throwing tomatoes at this little 6-year-old girl, which I think is just heartbreaking. So we're going to watch this little clip here of present-day Ruby and Barack Obama talking about the painting.
Say that if it hadn't been for you guys, I might not be here and we wouldn't be looking at this together, so.
Just having him say that meant a lot to me, and it always has. But to be standing shoulder to shoulder with history and viewing history, it's just once in a lifetime. The painting depicts my walk into William Grant School, integrating the public school systems in 1960.
Can you still put your head back into?
Okay, absolutely.
So you can still kind of.
Definitely. Yes, and I do every day. The girl in that painting at 6 years old knew absolutely nothing about racism. I was going to school that day. But the lesson that I took away that year in an empty school building was that none of us know anything about disliking one another when we come into the world. It is something that's passed on to us. So every time I see that, I think about the fact that I was an innocent child that knew absolutely nothing about what was happening that day, but that I learned a very valuable lesson, and that is that we should never look at a person and judge them by the color of their skin. That's the lesson that I learned in 1st grade.
Okay. So, after showing the video, students would be reading an article about Ruby Bridges to learn a little bit more about her and about her life and what happened after she was a little 6-year-old girl. So this is why this is here. So they're going to read the article, and then they're going to do a character web about Ruby Bridges. So then they're going to include character traits about her, and then they're going to be working with like umbrella traits, and here's a character traits sheet that they're going to work with.